everyone, and welcome back to our podcast. So, for today's episode, it's gonna be a little special because we're gonna do a little different thing from what we usually do. So, guys, can you tell us what we are gonna do actually?
Yeah, instead of talking something random, we are actually sharing our personal, which is our meaningful photos.
For today's video, we're gonna be a little bit vulnerable with you guys and tell us about our own personal experience.
Okay, so we're gonna start with Anis. Okay, the picture shown here is one of Anis' picture. So, Anis, can you tell us about this picture?
Okay, I choose a picture was taken on the day of our result SPM. I choose it because it capture many memories and it remind me how the relationship already happened, and it's made me a bit sad because we are finally will continue our study and go to different place and never see each other again.
What the story? Okay, Anis, there I see there's some people in your picture. So can you tell us who are these people?
Okay. In that photo, it's actually show my really close friend and not really close. For the red scarf, her name is Inshira. Inshira is one of my closest friend. It's She is actually my neighbor, so I share really lots of thing with her. And on the time of SPM, I really often look up to her, especially for subject chemistry, because she is really master in chemistry and I'm a bit weak. So I think she can really teach me more, more good than I learn by myself.
Mm. Um, but how does this picture shape you and relate to you as your identity?
I think this picture show me the importance of relationship. When we close together, we get a lot of memories. So memories cannot buy with money. So in this picture, it show that we need to um, be more appreciate to each other.
That's that's I think that's very true. So, is there any message that you want to tell to our audience?
I think I want others to learn a true friendship. It's rare and valuable. Always appreciate the people who's always with you when you are at up and down. Because they are shape your life more than you realize.
That's right. Talking about friends, when I was in SPM as well, I really look up with my friends, and we also do a lot of things together around SPM, like a study group, right? And we also went to the library together to study together. So that's my experience during SPM. So, Stephanie, do you have any experience or any story that you want to share regarding of friendship during SPM?
Mm, yes. So during my SPM phase era, um, I often went to me and my friend often went to the library and sometimes to their house, so that we will be able to study and teach each other more clearly. And me and my friends are in the same tuition class, so every Saturday we will both go to the same tuition class and we will study together. And even though both of us joined at the very last minute, we joined like 3 weeks before the actual SPM, but somehow we were still managed to help each other, and we ended up getting good result on SPM.
Mm. And I think each of us has amazing and fun stories about friendship during SPM, right? So, um, by experiencing this very strong friendship during SPM with helping each others, uh, revising on the subjects. What do you guys think, or how do you guys think this friendship shape us the way we are right now? So for me, I think by having very strong companionship during SPM, now I can really value every friendship that I have. For example, with you guys right now. So whenever I found a new friend, I feel like uh, I have to be really, keep a great relationship with them, because when exams come, we can rely on each other and we can help each other. So that's for me. I think that uh, that friends can help you when you are in when you are in need. For us, especially in exams. That's for me. Do you guys have anything to add?
Okay. So I agree with your point. A good friend will always be there for you when you're in need. For an example, especially me, and I think probably all of us, we are not a local here in Johor, and I think having a friend here is very important. Is because um we do not have any family member, or we don't have anyone except our friend to help us when we we are in need of help. And I think um have uh, as a friend, we have to as a good friend we have to always check on each other, so that we know that um all of us are doing fine. Like we have to keep an eye out for each other, um so that both of us will feel careful, because we do not have any family member here. So I think it is very important.
Yes, I really agree with you guys. And to add on, I think relationship is important because um it makes me more comfort to talk with other, because actually I am an introvert. So when I do not when I afraid to talk with other, I will ask my friend to talk with them. So yes, and sometimes when I feel lonely, friends are the first things that I look for, because they make me happy, and sometimes I go out with them, and friend creates my life really great.
That's right. So I think all three of us experience very great friendship, right? So to add on a little bit, what do you guys think a value that we need to have to be a good friend? So for me, I think to be a good friend, um, we have to be someone who's understanding, who can be understanding to others, right? So um, yes, so especially people with everyone have different backgrounds or different stories, different personal story. So as a good friend, I think it's good to understand your friend better, and by that we can be a great listener or a great shoulder to lean on. So if you don't know what to do, you just can like listen to what they say, right? Do you guys have anything to add on how to be a great friend?
Um, I don't have anything to add, but I think I have an experience about handling that one friend. She has anxiety, so everything she have problem, she always find me and tell all the stories. So as a good friend, I need to give her an advice, a good advice, to make her more stronger and keep going in their life, in her life. So when she look for me, I always advise her to consult to the counselor and find more new friends, so that she never feel lonely and never think about her problem anymore.
um I agree, and As someone with that kind of problem, I agree with the advice. I think that is really great advice. And one more thing is that I think to be a good friend, you have to be observant. Like you have to be aware of your friend's feeling, of your thought, and everything, so that even though your friend didn't tell you that they have a problem, but you are supposed to sense that they're having a problem, because as a friend, I think it is very important um that you always keep an eye out for your friends, whether they're not feeling well, if they're feeling sad. And I think even if you can't say anything to them, at least be there for them. That's all from me.
I think that's a really great story from each of us. And I also love the story from Annie's photo where she said that she took the SPM results with her friends. And I also like the story about when Anis tell us how they're uh, helping each other throughout the struggling of SPM journey, right? Okay, so that's with Anis photos. Next, we're gonna move on with another photo.
So moving on to our second picture. Whose picture is this? I saw two kids. Is it yours, Belly? Can I ask who's this? Who are these?
Okay, so as you guys can see in this picture, there are two kids, two small kids holding hands together. So the one in the bob hair is actually me, and the other one is my little brother.
So why exactly do you choose this picture? What make it what make it that meaningful to you that you decided to choose it?
Okay, so a little story about me. So I only have one little brother. So in my family, there's only my mom, my dad, me, and my little brother. So me and my little brother, we always spend time together, uh, playing together, um, doing, even studying. We sometimes study together, right? So we only have each other um, for our free time because our parents are usually busy with their works. So I choose this picture because it shows how we rely on each other. We are very close with each other when we were children. And I choose these pictures because I love to see how we were uh, holding hands together. For me, it's very cute. Uh, Actually, in that moment, I don't really think that it was very sweet. I think it was just a normal moment. But now that I'm older, I look back to this picture. I think that it is very meaningful to me. It shows how me and my brother relationship was very cute. Yes.
So Belly, after moving here, how do you think that it affect your relationship with your siblings? Do you think?
By moving here in IPG, you mean? Okay, so it doesn't, I think, yes, it does affect my relationship with my brother a little because when I was back in Sabah, me and my brother, we live in the same house, right? So we see each other every day, we talk with each other every day. But now that I am in IPG in Johor, I I haven't seen my brothers in months. So we haven't talked even in phone on phone in months because as you know, I am busy as a student here in IBG, and then my brother, he is now 17 years old, which means he is facing SPM now. So we don't really have any time talking to each other through phones. But I think now that we are away from each other, it actually strengthened uh, our bonds by having, that feeling of missing each other very much. um, sometimes my brother texted me on WhatsApp, and he told me about his days in high school, which he never really did when we were at home in Sabah. And I think that actually how it affect our relationship. We became a little bit closer than before, now that we are away from each other.
I can totally relate to that. For your information, I have 5 siblings, including me. Well, on the way, one more is on the way. So, um, so I'm the older sister, and all of my other siblings are boys, and two of them are still a toddler. And I spend the most time with the toddlers. Of course, I'm the one that bed them, feed them, and after moving here, I feel like I always have that empty spot in my feeling because taking care of them was part of my routine. Like for example, back then, right after I got home from school, I will I will play with them. Like I will spend time with them. But now that I've moved here, I cannot see them anymore. And since they are still very little, they do not know how to talk through the phone. And I think that really affect our relationship because I couldn't communicate with them more. And actually, right now I'm afraid that they will forget about me since right now they're still very very, very little. And I hope when I hope when I'm back there, I hope that I will try my best my to spend all my time with them because I miss them a lot. How about you?
Yes, for me, I actually have 4 siblings, and I'm the number 3. All my siblings are girls, and my little sister is 14 years old. Actually, I and her, we are always fight though. Always fight. So when I far from her and far from family, I feel a bit empty because I cannot fight with. Yes. So living at IPG for the first time, far from family, it's quite hard for me. And for the first time, living to the hostel, it makes me really um, it's important to be independent. Yes. Um, if if in home at home, I always rely heavily on my siblings to do that. So now I need to do everything on myself. So yeah, it's quite heavy for me.
Okay, so that's a really meaningful story from each of us. So I want to ask a question for Anis. So for this mid-sem, right, there's a holiday. So me and Stephanie, we can't go back to Sabah, right? And we cannot see our siblings. But I think Anis did saw his sibling. So can you tell story or anything fun that happens when you meet them for the first time after you move to IPG?
Okay. For the first time I moved to IPG and going back, I feel really really happy because I can see their face in um
In person.
in person, not in video call or something like that. So I really enjoy it, and I um spend all my time with them by go to cafe hunting, buying food, go to the beach, and it makes me really enjoy and when happy. And when I see their face, all my problems gone. And when I come back to IPG, I be more stronger to study and have motivation to settle down all my assignments. Yeah, that's all.
So, since the picture earlier was related to family, I think I want to talk about my picture, which is a picture of me and my mom at the beach that was taken when I was around 6, I think.
Okay. Wow, that's very cute photos. And why you choose this? Why you choose this photo? How it's meaningful to you?
Mm, the reason that it was meaningful was because it is one of the only picture that I have with my mom from when I was a kid. And in that picture was taken on a camera. Well, when I was younger, when I was younger, my family wasn't doing that good financially, and um, my mom have has a phone like 3 years after we moved to Langkawi, has a first phone, and and but at that time uh, phone cameras quality was not that good. The quality is very bad. So my father decided to buy a camera, and it's actually one of the first picture in that camera that was taken by using that camera. And I really like this picture because it shows like how close me and my mom was as a kid when I was a kid. Because as I grew up, and I like I said earlier, I have 5 siblings. Um, my my mother attention was all went to my siblings. So as I grew up, my relationship with my mom did have been a little, but now we are good because when I moved here, before I moved here, we had some heart to heart session, and that, but I feel like that talk make us both realize about how much do we actually care and love for each other, even though both of us didn't talk a lot. And yeah.
So you mentioned that you and your mom had a talk. I'm pretty sure it's very meaningful for you and that you remember it till this day. Um, as daughters, do you have any advice you can give that you get from the talk with your mom?
mm, as a daughter, yes, there's actually one thing that my mom always taught, that my mom always tell me, which is, which in that picture I mentioned that, be, right, the morning that the picture was taken, my mom had told me about this thing, which is, do not rush yourself into marriage and just enjoy your life. Because my mom actually married got married when she was a teen, and she did tell me that she do regret it sometime, and she doesn't want me to um take the same path as her. So she always remind me to like always enjoy myself, like keep on chasing uh your dream, and do not think about any other things, because at the end of the day, she think that the most important things to do is to fulfill your own dream first, before um getting into a serious relationship.
Wow, that's a good advice from your mom, and I really agree with that advice because I think marriage and study is not something that we need to take responsibility in the same times. As a student, we need to responsibility on our studies and focus, not 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 my mind sini.
It is not something to play about.
It's not something to play about, and we need to give our parents the best result. Belley, what's your opinion about
Okay, about her story with her mom, I think it's very sweet. And guys, it is important to make sure that you focus on your study before you get into marriage. Okay, so with that picture, you said that now you have a great relationship with your mom, right? So uh by having a great relationship with your mom, how do you think that shaped you into who you are right now? Also, how do you think that can guide you into being a great teacher in the future by having a great relationship with your mother?
Okay, so first of all, after the talk, I went ahead and like I'll give my time some alone time to think about all the things that my mom have done to me. And it made me realize that she was the one that um, was always there for me, the one that teach me about how to be kind, how to be good at things, and it's not that I'm saying it's not that before this I didn't think that she was a good mother, but it just made me realize and be more appreciative about how things were. And I think that having a good relationship with your mom can help you to become more empathetic, to be more caring about your student as a teacher. Because I feel like as a teacher, especially as a female teacher, you're supposed to have a motherly instinct towards your student. And by that I mean you're supposed to guide them, you're supposed to take care of them like they are your own children. So I think when you have a good relationship with your mother, I think um it will also like it will also help you to be more motherly towards your student.
That's right, Penny. I think it's true that as a teacher we need to have motherly instinct towards our um towards the children, right? Okay. Okay, so from all of these three pictures, we start with Anis about the pictures about her and her friends receiving the SPM results, and photo of me and my brother when we were children, how we have very sweet relationship, and then Stephanie, uh, with her and her mother when she was a child, and so to wrap things up, I think we can uh, we can discuss about what value we learn from this discussion. So for me first, I think it is very important and it is very good for us to keep a healthy relationship or to take care of the relationship with you and with people around you. You know, when you have a bond with someone, you can always rely on them and they can always rely on you, and you can help each others when you are in need. So what about you, Anis?
Wow, that's nice, Belley. So I think you must go first, then I continue after you.
Okay, so I think a value that I could take from our story is that we are we should be more appreciative to those who are around us, because our time with everyone is very short. like for the family part itself, we only have around 18, maybe for some people it's 20 20 years to spend with them, and after that we are supposed to go to our own life. And being honest, even that many years is not that long. I think that as long as we still have time to be spent with them, we shouldn't waste it, because we will never know it will be the last time for us to meet you. And I think, yeah, and I think that's why it is very important to be more appreciative of other people around us, because we do not know when when it will be the last time for us to meet them. That's all from me.
Wow, I really agree with both of you guys, and all the morals really reflect to us that we are going to be a teacher in the future. So it will create our identity, right? So yeah.
Okay, I think this is where we wrap up our discussion for today. We have all discussed, uh, yes, a lot about our different stories, different background, and we learn about different values. So yeah, I think this is why it made our episode today a little bit special. And that's all for today's episode. Stay tuned for the next episode, and bye.
Bye.